Well, welcome back to the channel, ladies and gentlemen. I got a little bit different topic tonight. This is going to be titled My Snap-On Rant or Snap-On Rant. There's two topics that I'm going to talk about. One of them, since I am thinking about it, got the gears a turning earlier today, so I'll talk about just briefly, it ain't gonna be long, just briefly want to talk about what I see all too often. So the first one that's on my mind is aimed toward the younger generations, the people that are actually getting into this field. You know, when you getting into the auto repair, it seems like there is almost call it peer pressure when it comes to tools. And the tool salesman, and this is not just aimed directly at Snap-on, but other ones the same way. You know, tool salesmen, of course, they gotta sell. That's what they're in business to do, is to sell. That's how they make their money, by selling. So we know that. But I want to say something, guys. When you're young, you're getting into this trade, you don't have to have Snap-on tools or all the other expensive tools. You know, start out with something cheap. You know, I don't care if you go to Walmart, get a set of wrenches. You know, start out with something cheap to make sure this is really what you want to do. I see it all too often. You browse, you know, the common sites on the internet, you find them tools, toolboxes, you know, all that good stuff. You find it for sale all the time because people got out of it, because they weren't making the money that they thought they should. You know, they got industrial jobs, whatever it might be, it doesn't matter. Anyway, you know, be careful with that, guys. You know, don't load yourself up with $120,000 worth of tool credit. You know, and you got a job that pays $15 an hour. You know, it isn't worth it. Now, in the long and short, you know, it's not worth it. You just do without them expensive tools in the beginning. You know, source that stuff. Well, there's a lot of stuff that I have in my toolbox. I got a mix of a little bit of everything. You know, I got some Snap-on, I've got some Matco, I got some Mac, you know, I got some, got actually quite a bit of the Harbor Freight stuff in there, not gonna lie. I've been using it just to see what it does, which we're gonna have a tool review coming up on that here pretty quick. But anyway, you know, you don't need that $6,000 Snap-on box, you know, to start you out. Hey, buy something cheap. If you like it, if you're going to stay in that trade, you buy a good box. Hey, so be it. Nothing wrong with that. I ain't going to say there's something wrong with it. Make sure you know what you're going to do. Make sure this is all for you. As there's so many of them that sell their stuff on online, you know. Anyway, that's the topic. That's what I had to say about this one. The other thing is, I think that Snap-on should be ashamed. I found out something after all the years of me being in this business. I found out something today that I found, quite frankly, hard to believe. And I know it's going to be a heated topic. I know there's going to be comments coming on that. And that's fine. You have the right to your opinion. I have the right to my opinion. I'm going to throw that out there anyway. You take it like a grain of salt. It's my opinion only. Here's what happened today. So today I went on the tool truck and I looked at this 1/4-inch drive ratchet, long, Snap-on, and got the price, and he telling me the price. I'll go ahead and tell you. Tax and all, it would have been something like $168 for this ratchet. Okay. I don't make that much money in this shop, you know. This is largely depending on whether you're living in a high volume area or a low volume area. This this whole area where I'm at, low volume, because our big cities are quite a ways away. We don't have inspections. We don't have none of that. Here, you can get away with murder when it comes to an automobile. You can run around with no fenders on it and wires sticking out of the tires. Doesn't matter. But anyway, all that aside. So anyway, I told him, I said, can you knock some off of it? No, we ain't got no specials today. Or we ain't got no specials going on. Okay, I said, but can you take a little something off of it? No, can't do it. That's the best I can do. Okay. I said, the reason I'm asking, I said, I can go online and I can order it ratchet in, have it shipped to the door for $113. You know, there's quite a bit of price difference between $113 and $168. So, needless to say, he tells me, kind of a smart aleck comment, well, good luck getting it warranted. I said, okay. I declined. I walked out. I was sitting and stewing on that for a little while, and then later on I thought, nah, you know what? I'm going to call Snap-on. I'm going to get to the bottom of that, because I did not know this. Not at all. And quite frankly, that's why I said, Snap-on, you should be ashamed of yourself. Even at $113 for a ratchet, that's still quite a bit of money. I don't know about you guys. Maybe you guys make $1,000 an hour, you know, that you just throw that money out there, not a big deal. I don't know that. Don't care. Like I said, this is just my opinion. To me, $113 for a ratchet, for 1/4-inch drive ratchet, that's a lot of money. I call the Snap-on corporate office. I talked to this lady, I'm not going to name her name, and I told her what happened, and I told the lady, I said, so I found this online a lot cheaper, you know, and I asked him to take a little bit money off of it. I told him I wasn't expecting the guy to match what was online. I had no intention of him matching that price. I asked him if he could take something off of it. And she said, well, yeah, if you buy it online, we can't warranty that. Now, I did not know this. That's why I'm saying what I'm saying. I also know, let this be said, I know that nobody is going to walk on the tool truck if you happen to buy it online. You're not going to walk on the tool truck if you have a warranty on something and say, hey, I got this on eBay. Can you warranty this? You know, odds are that conversation would never take place in the first place. But still, you know, don't you guys think that if you spend that kind of money, and I'm sure that a company I used to work for, they had a Snap-on industrial account. And I'm sure that's where this ratchet here came from, because if I remember that correctly, it was 35% less on the Snap-on industrial than it was on the standard Snap-on. But I'm just going to throw this number out there. I thought that's what it was, but I'm not for sure. I wouldn't swear, wouldn't bet my life on that. But anyway, I'm sure there is something like that happening. I don't know, don't care. You know, in my opinion, that for Snap-on to tell you that, now I'm sorry. That put the final nail in the coffin for me. I'm done with Snap-on. We'll never buy another Snap-on tool. Other tool manufacturer may do the same thing, and I'll tell them the same thing. I'm done with that. I don't want to hear it. If you guys know that, you had experience, don't tell me about it. I don't want to hear it. Because, you know, I've got Snap-on scan tool sitting there, 13 grand worth of scan tool. Hindsight 2020. I think that was a foolish move on my part. I wouldn't do it again. You know, the acclaimed Zeus scan tool, where the Snap-on technicians or the Snap-on programmers tell you what data pits you should use. I don't think so. Dumbing down the population? Nah, I don't think so. Pass. Thanks, but no thanks. But anyway, that's my rant for the day. I won't put that on YouTube for that reason, because I did not know that. I want to share this with you guys. Maybe you knew that. I sure didn't. I've been around this business for a long time, but I had no idea. I thought it doesn't matter where you buy the stuff. I mean, if it's a genuine Snap-on product, I didn't know you couldn't get it warranted just anywhere. I'm going to end the video right here. Thanks, guys, for watching. Subscribe, like, comment, keep it civilized. Till next time.